Today we're going to be turning this to this. You can see here it's an absolute beast, 3 tiers. We've also got a couple of AFDDs to fit as well. That's why we got these here. Obviously the RCBOs you wire into the top, so right, so the stuff has finally turned up, which means we can crack on. So we've got our main switch, we've got our AFDD bus bar, and we've also got these, which are 100 amp connectors, which allow you to basically extend the mains up each tier. So first thing I want to get in is the SPD. That's going to sit tight against there, and then the main switch. And then I can start thinking about my tails. Lovely, like that about there. And we just want to get these running about the same. That's our mains in, and that's our main switch fitted. Now, I've already got to chop this down because, yeah, we're not going to get all of these in. So the last usable way is this one. So we want this to get cut there. And what's good about the Schneider ones, to be honest, pretty much all of them, but not all of them have this, to be fair. Just these little notches that you can literally just bend this off. Like that. Another great way to do it is just using bolt cutters. You then want to slide this in here. Make sure we're all the way in. And then, you got the company pen, mate? Or have I got the company pen?
It's down there.
Like that there. Get those blurs off that edge. Get that slid in there. Now this one can't actually stay here because this is going to be our AFDD. Our AFDD, our SPD, our SPD feed, so that's actually going to go like that. And then we'll get our RCBOs in. We'll leave that out anyway because it does make life easier if that's left out. But that's that configured until we get our breakers in. This is our first neutral link. And that one is designed to go in there. We're going to put it in the top right. Just going to get all these tight enough for now. We'll get them all torqued up in a bit. And this then wants to go in here. We then want to get our next pack open. N5 wants to go into there. P5, cool. We'll go down this side here. Okay, right, so these two, Easy9 TB, they want to go up here. That's for the AFDD bus bars. I don't think it matters as well what way they go around, he says. No, it does. It does matter what way they go around. They want to go this side. Which is a little bit annoying because I've sort of geared up everything to be this side. So these are all 32 amp AFDDs. And these are going to do 2 ring mains and a cooker and a shower circuit. And considering the shower circuit wasn't even on an RCD, I know, we're winning. We're better off. There we go. Right, that's it. Cool. Let's get that tightened up. You can tell it's been a long day, can't you? Mate, what's going on?
Oh my god, QPR 2-0.
You sport QPR?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's even more. That's the most disappointing thing you've ever told me. And you've told me, you've let me down.
I've let you down a lot of times.
A lot of things, yeah. Right, that's AFDDs fitted. We've got 1 spare way for the future. We're all clicked in, cool. Just bang that there. Lovely. And then that there, and we're gonna fit all of them in. So that one's cool. So that can stay there. We'll put the buzz bars in afterwards, so we'll get them nice and tight. And this wants to go into live, which is on the right. And then that can just loop nicely into there, which is a 100 amp connector block. It's going to be behind the breakers. Could do something like that and that.
That's what we're looking for.
Bit of that, haven't we? Right, so basically, there's a lot going on, a serious amount of stuff going on, but that is our main setup. What I'm going to do though is tidy this up because I'm not happy with it. Right, okay, cool. So we've got our mains coming in rather nicely into this top of this main switch. Our live then comes out, feeds this link, and then feeds this link. Our neutral again comes out the bottom side of this main switch, feeds a neutral bar, feeds a neutral bar, feeds this. Obviously all of our AFDDs are monitoring the neutrals, so we're going to pick them up in the bottom of these breakers. These are all RCBOs, so these will go into the bar here, and then yeah, these will all be RCBOs as well. But first of all, I'm going to get these circuits done. So I just want to interrupt today's video to talk about today's video sponsor, Tado and Tado for Professionals. If you don't know, Tado for Professionals is a portal for installers like you and me, where basically you get loads of benefits for working with Tado and installing their product. First of all, you're going to get a discount on all Tado products, so you can either pocket that yourself, times are certainly hard at the minute, or you can pass that on to your customers to make yourself more competitive. The choice is up to you. You're also going to get access to loads of like installation guides, manuals, blog posts, etc. So you're fully up to speed with the products you're selling. You also get an extended warranty. So literally by being a part of Tado for Professionals, you're going to get an extended warranty, which you can offer to your customers. That could certainly win you the job. If it was between you and someone else who didn't have the extended warranty, I'd probably pick the person who's going to warranty the products for longer, warranty the install for longer. And finally, you get rewards. So the more Tado products you install, the more rewards you build up and get. You get all sorts of stuff from it. It's really, really cool. So yeah, make sure you go check it out. There'll be a link below where you can find out more. If I was installing domestic heating systems a lot more, I'd be all over it. When I do, I spec Tado, but as a commercial industrial spark, it's a rare occurrence for me. But for anyone who's doing it regularly, it's a no-brainer. Make sure you go get involved. And thanks to Tado for sponsoring today's video. First on the list, we had 6, numero 6. That's 5, which means that's 6. Who was in charge of this cable system, mate?
Yeah, you, I think, mate.
Nah, mate. Yeah, I think it was you.
Or Jay. It could have been Jay, actually.
Right, so we want to come in the bottom on these ones, which is a bit mad. Not used to coming into the bottom on this channel. Let's pre-strip before we get in as well. So we want it stripped about there. It's 4 o'clock on a Saturday. That's what it is. It's 4 o'clock on a Saturday, and I'm getting a bit... I'm not used to working these sort of hours.
told you, this is why you'd be prey in the jungle and I'll be a predator.
No, what did you call me? A gimbal.
A gimbal.
You said you'd be in the wild. You'd be a gimbal.
You'd be like one of those little animals that just gets dominated, and I'd be predator, like a lion or something.
I feel like I might be like a bison or something.
I was thinking more of a fish.
Fish.
Just a little helpless fish.
Spineless. How does it feel that you're going to be here till 6 o'clock?
Oh, someone's blowing up my line. No surprise there.
Mate, that's the first time your phone's gone off all day.
Oh, I don't think it is. Hello?
Alright, so that's 1. Now we need next on the list, which is 5.
See, these are the moments where it splits men from boys, though.
Why's that?
Well, because most men right now would tell customer, it's time, I'm going home, I'm calling it.
I'm going to leave you with no power.
I'm going to leave you with no power.
See you later.
See you later, I'm off. You go, why, what's happened? Complications, one of those ones.
We're sweet. That stuff took ages to turn up. And it is a mega job, like there's a lot going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just because this is like the main event of the video. And me and you have been like in the trenches for like 8 hours. So we've got to keep that enthusiasm up.
My enthusiasm's still here, don't worry about that, mate. I'm worried about you. Your enthusiasm.
You should be worried. Maybe we should have got 2 monsters.
I'm fine with 1, mine's still going. That's why this is the difference again where it splits men and boys. I keep mine going throughout the day, little sips here and there. Other people chug it straight away, crash, it's all gone pear-shaped. Not on my boat.
Not on my boat. That's not saying.
Well, I've made it say.
This reminds me of like one of them European boards. Alright, so let's cut this one a little bit shorter so that we know that that's the next one along. And then we want to tuck this earth up. Cool. Alright, I'm liking this system.
I'm liking it as well.
But I am going to get these put away because I think I'm going to start getting confused, to be honest. Basically.
I wouldn't say that.
About there. Cool. Right, so that's earth number 1. Where's my screwdriver?
Screwdriver's there, mate.
Cheers, mate. I'd be nothing without you, do you know that?
I know. Imagine the mood if I wasn't here.
I'm glad you come. I was supposed to film this on my ones.
That's tripod action.
Yeah.
No one was tripod action. On a serious note though, would you want me by your side if you were in like the woods? Or would you preferably pick someone else?
I'd probably pick someone with some survival skills.
Do you not think I give off massive masculine energy though?
Yeah, I think you'd do my head in the woods, mate, I'm not gonna lie. Right. We'd have a problem.
What sort of problems are we talking?
Don't know. I think you would get a bit hungry and like you realise your mum's not coming to pick you up.
Yeah.
And then you'd get a bit naggy and that, and then your phone would die.
I wouldn't have my phone in the woods, mate. It'd be hunting knife and hands, as I like to call it.
Well, why would we be in the woods though? What, we'd go out
I'm saying we've been stranded in the woods, mate. I'm not
well,
saying
you'd probably have your phone on you. You don't just get stranded. Oh, I'm going to leave my phone at home in case I get stranded in the woods.
You're not seeing the situation right here, mate. We've been kidnapped. They've taken our phone. They've dumped us in the woods.
Oh, okay.
And I would be the optimum survival partner.
I'm struggling to survive Saturday with you.
Disrespect on my name. I took some time out of my day, holding the camera.
Well, you're getting paid, ain't you?
No one has to know that, mate. I have to act like I'm here with no choice.
Right, that's 2 6mm done. Next up, we have got 7 and 2. 7 and 2, and then I think we'll fit a couple of these, and then we're just going to crash it out, I think, because I might have you actually stripping cables with me.
Do you know what you should do at this point in the video?
What?
Why am I should actually start my own channel because I'm a genius. You should do, like, during boring things, you should do, like, a Q&A.
Well, I was
like,
literally
answering questions that people have commented. Like, they want to see a van tour, you should give them, a, like, or just, I don't know, maybe not van tour, bad example. Questions like, how did you start? Stuff like that.
Okay.
I don't have any questions, though.
Oh. Well. What are we going to do then? We're just going to mention it and then move on.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I was just saying for in future.
You used to be a viewer of the channel.
Pardon?
You used to be a viewer of the channel.
I'm still to this day, mate.
What questions have you got?
I don't know, because I don't really care about you, to be honest with you. But
Here we go.
shall I actually find some questions?
Why not? Yeah.
Question time.
I think you can actually filter by questions as well.
You ready?
Go on.
How can an insulated cable affect impedance readings? Is it a different CSA as well? Is this a stupid question? Apologies in advance.
Not a stupid question. I think was that on the earth electrode testing video?
Yeah, TTF electrode.
Yeah, so no, it's not a stupid question. There was multiple earth electrodes spaced out in the line. The cable was insulated until the first electrode. So when you tested with the temporary stakes, and we put one right real close to the building, it had to travel back until the cable was then uninsulated to then travel down the cable. So therefore the insulated cable actually made the result worse, because we put in a temporary spike, it had to travel through the ground alongside next to the earth cable until it was uninsulated, and then it could travel back and we could get a reading. So it's hard to explain without
having it in front of you.
Having it in front of you, but basically that's how it works. It's not a stupid question, and it wasn't a different CSA.
Oh, someone wants to know what your bandsaw is, mate.
It's an M12 fuel bandsaw. Milwaukee M12 fuel.
You mentioned calibrating the ferrule kit. Why does a ferrule kit need to be calibrated?
It doesn't, but some people who are really specific, like Chambray or SWA, provide a certificate of calibration with their ferrule crimpers to show that they've tested them to, I don't know, meet certain standards and you know, have a certain amount of force, etc. So you certainly don't need to have your ferrule kit calibrated. Like, that's not what I was saying in the video. I was giving respect to SWA tools because they crimp them, basically. They calibrate their tools and make sure that they're like, yeah, they meet whatever standards and stuff.
All right, cheers, eyeball juice. Lovely name there, mate. I'm going to wrap it up with a lucky dip.
What?
Where am I going to get my pudding and screwdrivers from now?
Oh, what, now loadout's gone? I don't know. There's plenty of people trying to be loadout, bro. There's plenty of people trying to be loadout. Just go to one of them. They'll sort you out, I'm sure. Right, I think you guys have seen enough for now, to be honest with you, and I am just in the zone where it's at 4:20 on a Saturday, and I want to get this stuff made off. So I'm going to crack on. Basically, like I said before, we've got AFDDs up here. I've got one more circuit to go in there. That's them done. I'm then going to have a bit of bus bar coming out of this 100 amp terminal block. Coming along here, we're going to have RCBOs in there. And then we're going to have an exact same smaller section down here. We're just going to connect the SPD in as well. I'm going to crack on. Let's set ourselves a challenge. Can we get this made off by 5 o'clock?
Yes.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 16:24 right now. Siri, I don't need your help. It's 16:24 right now. Let's see where we are at 1700, and then we'll go from there. You changed many boards. On the board yet?
On 3.
3. Proud of you.
It's really fucking hard.
Time 17:23, so we were only running a measly the right word?
Yeah.
Measly 23 minutes behind schedule. I mean, with the way you're late some mornings, it's not even behind really, is it? I'm not really too bothered about dressing it. One, because it is a real busy board, and two, like I said, it's 5:20 on a Saturday, and we're getting to a point where I just want to go home. See that? Double strip.
Yeah, I was about to
Now I wonder if wonder if the same way it fell out, it can fall back in. Do you reckon it can? What's that over there though? Oh, bloody hell, look, look.
Oh.
No, you got that. Did you get that?
No.
It's back in, mate.
What mystery?
Yeah, well, we better test then. 230 there. 230 there. Yeah, we're good. We're good. That being live, turn you on. And that should also then liven up that and the bottom of that. Cool. So that's sweet. We can turn on our SPD. We can turn on all of these. We can turn on all of these. Great. We've got one that's tripped.
I think that's where you just turn it back on and pretend it did happen. Okay. Oh,
No.
and another one.
I reckon they're connected. This one, what is this one? Numero 4 on the old sheet. Where is the sheet? Number, what is it? 1, 2, number 3, which is the immersion. The immersion. You using the immersion? No.
No, and I haven't. It was working because I had before I put the 2 spurs in for the shower and the toilet. I plugged in the immersion, so the immersion was working. But now I've jumped off my boiler controls with too few spurs for the toilet and the shower because they don't use fuck all anyway.
What's the boiler controls off of the ring, you reckon? Or is that off the immersion?
No, I don't think it is off the immersion.
Okay, well, we'll go check that. That just says it's immersion. Everything else is holding out sweet. What was weird is it's tripping that. And that one is number 2, which is your ground floor sockets. So I reckon you might have that linked together somewhere, maybe through the boiler.
If it's just the immersion, there's nothing plugged in it. My immersion, I don't run the immersion anyway.
Just the immersion. Oh, I've got an EICR to place anyway, so I'll find out what's going on with that. That is it done. Ta-da! So this section will have a bit of bus bar in there, bus bar. But I'm not going to put it in now because basically I haven't got any blanks. I was going to put it in between here and here, but I haven't got any clip-in blanks, which means there will, you know, while the cover's off, that will be live, which isn't ideal. So I'm going to leave that spare, but that's basically going to suit his EV charger. And there also was supposed to be this, which is an old shower circuit, which he might reuse it for like a hot tap in the future, but it's coiled up for now. I thought that was going to go in, and I thought one of these rings was 2 radials because it was 2 different cables, but I tested it, it is a ring, so I thought I'd have 2 more breakers in here plus the EV charger. So it looks like we've overcooked it, but we haven't. He's got a spare AFDD way as well, so that's cool, future proofed. And yeah, we obviously got all the existing circuits in there. The other thing is the wiring in this place is horrendous. Like, you've got lights coming off the cooker circuits and all sorts, so I might need to chuck a couple of new feeds in basically and sort that out, because there's like 2 main lofts and some of the circuits go down one loft, some of the circuits go down the other. So the DIY hero who had the house before, instead of running in a new lighting circuit, you come off the cooker circuit and stuff. So I've got loads of space in the middle here basically to run things in, but I'm actually really happy with it. It's really neating the whole thing up. We've obviously got a whole new main setup and stuff like that, which looks nice. He's on a 60 amp fuse, so we're going to ask to get that upgraded as part of the asking for approval for the EV charger. So we might get him 80 amps, hopefully 100 though, just because, you know, he's got this nice main setup. And then yeah, we'll be fitting an EV charger here as well, and I am going to try and EICR the gaff as well, which is going to be an absolute nightmare. Just if you remember from that video, I'll link it up here, that video I did all that time ago. But yeah,
That's
there is some. Oh, it's the boiler and it's not working.
No, boiler's off.
Brilliant.
It's all on in the airing cupboard.
Okay, and then when I flick it on, it trips that. So I think you've linked your boiler. Do you know where that may be?
I know at some stage I had to get a permanent from somewhere to the boiler.
We're gonna have to Wago it and send it up through the AFDD for now, and then I will make that a dedicated boiler heating circuit and We'll work that out. So let's sort that out. We've got some 2.5. Huh?
Never do.
Knew you wouldn't get a top job. Careful, mate.
Take a boiler off the lighting circuit. So it's on 1.5 anyway, I think.
Look, you're just digging yourself a deeper hole, mate.
So that boiler then, you reckon it's coming out the ground floor sockets?
No, I think the boiler, you have a spur for a boiler, don't you?
Yeah.
And then it happens all the time on old houses, and then that's in the kitchen, tends to be. And then the wiring centre for everything tends to be in the airing cupboard. So back in the day when they used to wire houses and RCDs weren't a thing, which clearly by your lack of RCDs, this was an older house, they've put the boiler in the kitchen. Oh, let's put a spur on the kitchen ring to feed the boiler. And then immersion heater goes in there, and they go, oh, well, there's valves in there and we need to control that and we need to fire the boiler. So we'll put it all in the airing cupboard, but we need to tell the boiler to fire. So the boiler's on the kitchen ring, but the immersion, which does the central heating controls and everything, sends a switch live to there. And basically this is going, hang on, I've got an imbalance because I'm measuring current on, which is coming from another source. So, and that's why it's tripping.